2, 3. Whoa! It's an earthquake! It's an earthquake! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! What's up? Welcome everybody! Welcome! 20 scene interview time! It started! It's began! You know what I'm saying? Like this is the jam! What, you can't hear me?
No, we're good.
Success!
Also, my cat just pulled up too. Kind of sick. Oh, Cheeto.
Alright. Well, welcome Cheeto. Welcome everybody who's here to, meet the wonderful Cheeto and hear a bit from Matthew Tomasi. You know what I'm saying? This is 20 Scene. 20scene.com. 20 Scene 2.
20 Scene.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We do it up big. We're a website. We're a culture media website. You know what I'm saying? And we do like zines predominantly, but we also do video content and stuff like that. Interviews, 20 Scene Tube, the little sit down special where we talk about live shows and stuff like that from Toronto live music shows and stuff like that. We got Volume 5. Right here of 20 Scene. There it is, 20 Scene. I don't know if you guys can see it because I'm so friggin' small, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a little box in the corner, but let me see. Can I make myself big? There we go!
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Volume 5, Issue 1, 20 Scene. That's the new zine, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Yeah, so we make print media and we do music culture interviews, and Matthew Tomasi is our guest tonight. You know what I'm saying? This is big. We love hardcore here at 20scene.com. 20 Scene is big on that, mosh pits, all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? And Matthew Tomasi is literally like a fucking wizard of that shit. I'm telling you, this guy is puts in so much fucking work. It's intense and it's all fucking goodness. You know what I'm saying? Sick, awesome music this guy's putting together. You know what I'm saying? Collaborating with some cool folks too. I'm sure we're gonna hear about that. But you know what I'm saying? This Matt's in the band Friction. He's also in the hardcore band Real World, and as well, he has his own side projects as well, and is part of the collective homieshitmag. Check them out. What's the website for homieshitmag?
homieshitmag.com. I don't know. I didn't even need to fact check that myself.
Google homieshitmag. I've googled homieshitmag. You can find the website that way. But they have a big cartel is what it is. And
official homieshitmag.com.
Yeah, homieshitmag.com official. Check that shit out.
Boom.
Yo, there's so much good shit. Literally, if I I'm gonna spend all my birthday money there.
Damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so many tapes I want from there. So many shirts and shit. It's so sick. So definitely check that out. And yeah, I guess we'll start where. From the top. Matt, tell us about yourself, man.
My name's Matt. I am 29.
Okay.
I run my studio, The Concrete Smile. I play in Friction, Real World, 9 Million, and there's going to be some new bands, too. Yeah, that's about it, I guess. For now, until we get into it,
Yeah. Yo, okay, Matt, can you adjust your camera a little bit? Just
oh,
a
shit.
wee bit? Yeah.
Am I not looking nice right now?
Yeah, your eyes are getting cut out. There we go. Perfect. Look at that Friction hat. Look at that. That's swag.
Oh, I'm not trying.
Oh,
no,
fuck. Yeah. So, you already talked about it, And yeah, that's a good explanation of who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're regular Toronto dude. I'm guessing. You know what I'm saying? I know you're in the city, and I myself haven't lived in the city my whole life, but certainly fucking more than anywhere else I've ever lived in my life. And I love Toronto, by the way. And you guys rep Toronto good. You know what I'm saying? Friction, Real World, all the bands that you get in with, and so like the Concrete Smile is like, how did that start? Your recording studio, like, tell me a bit about that.
Well, I was like recording in my parents' basement, like growing up and stuff, which was in Stouffville, which wasn't actually in Toronto.
Oh, word.
Yeah, and then I think it was like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, April 2018 was when I got the keys to the first studio, which was in Cabbagetown.
Ah, nice, nice.
Yeah, I just decided to kind of just like, I don't know, take a little risk and just like, I don't know, I wanted to like get things going in the city just because I was I don't know, I was doing things from the basement, but I just kind of, I don't know, felt a little too far to fully, I don't know, enjoy what I do as much as I wanted to.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like and we. No shame in being from somewhere else in Ontario too, man.
No, shout out Stouffville. Stouffville's amazing.
Yeah, man. 20 scene loves Ontario bands too, big time. Like we're like cover all sorts of Ontario bands and stuff like that. And yeah, like I mean, I don't know. I guess we're gonna get into talking about some of your bands, and you can tell me if the roots there. But main thing is, yes, Stouffville, dude, it's all right by me, man. You know what I'm saying? Repping that 6 now, you know
20 scene approved.
Yeah, yo, I don't know if it means anything, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, like, no.
Yeah,
sure.
like
no, people kind of shit on Stouffville sometimes, but it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, like dude, if it wasn't for Stouffville, we wouldn't have had some sick music. Okay, let's say that. You know what I'm saying? So, Friction, Norm, Noah, Davies, Daniel, Matt. How long has that been in the works for there?
That was, I think it was like summer 2018. Yeah, Norm and Davies and I and our our friend Kyle, used to play in a band Altona. So we were kind of like, we grew up playing music together. And then we were kind of just like doing our own thing for a while. And then Norm runs Platinum Playhouse, and I saw Davies there. And I hadn't seen him in like probably like a year or something. We started talking about a new band, and then Danielle was living in the UK for like 3 years, and she was planning to come back that summer. So I was just kind of scheming. And Danielle and I used to play in Iris back in the day. So it was kind of just like scheming with all the old homies just to get something new going. Yeah. And that was kind of the beginning of it. And then Danielle came back, picked her up in Oshawa, and then we went to see Wildside at like a barn.
Sick.
In Whippy and like Chastity. Yeah, and that was Danielle's first night back, and then we just started jamming. I feel like a couple days after that, honestly.
Yeah, Wildside are big. They do it.
Yeah, they're awesome.
But yeah, no, like that's cool. Yeah, it seems like the planets sort of aligned or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you guys just put it together, like yeah. And girls, Danielle as well. What does she play? Is it
Danielle's bass. Norm plays guitar. Davies plays guitar. Noah plays drums, and I do vocals.
Yeah, and you're a crazy guitarist yourself too, aren't you, man? Fuck. I guess so. Like, tell me about Real World. Like, are you doing vocals again in that band? Like, is that?
No, I play drums in Real World.
Oh fuck, you do everything.
Noah plays guitar and does vocals in Real World. So all the riffs are all credited to Noah. For sure.
Okay, so
yeah.
tell us a bit about Real World. Like, that's of all three bands, sort of I'm least familiar with Real World.
Okay, so Real World is kind of the connecting point between everything. So basically, Noah was looking to record back in like 2017, I think, and a mutual friend put us in contact, and Real World came out to Stouffville and recorded The Language of My Life is Written in Blood in Stouffville. And then Noah and I met then, and then we kind of just got along really well, and then we were playing shows like with my old band in Real World together a bit, and then we talked about me joining Real World, and then I moved to the city, and then yeah, and Real World. So Noah, myself, and my friend Leah, and my other friend Luch, who is also another band, Sour Key,
Okay.
which we're all in as well. Yeah.
So like, I guess, yeah, that's like, I'm gonna ask you a bit about more about those bands, like as we move forward and stuff like that, just to really sort of get your input on that. But I do want to dwell a little bit on Friction, which to me has been sick as fuck, like just tough guy, hardcore, real street style. Like I seriously dig it. I'm not just saying that, and like it's got that crazy album the cover, like with that gnarly cartoon of the CN Tower. You know what I'm saying? That Condition to Chaos. Tell us a bit about that artwork and that album and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was kind of just like that was our quarantine record, I guess. Started off as 2 songs and then kind of just progressed into 7 slowly as we just had so much time. But yeah, the artwork is by Stephen Gibb, which is actually Norman's girlfriend Phoebe's dad. So that was like we've all been a fan of his like art for like since we found out about him, basically. So we were wanting to like work with him to do something for a while, and this just lined up to this just ended up being the one that we did that with.
Yeah, man. Like I really fucking dig the different stylistic things that you guys do visually. Homieshitmag and Friction and stuff like that, right? In Real World even has that crazy fucking cartoon album cover. It isn't even cartoon. It's like it's more detailed than cartoon, I would say. But like like it's just with that kid in the room and the guitar and the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like all your art like is on point and like really just I don't want to dwell on. I know people hate gitchy types who talk about art and music and like the art of music like visually and stuff like that, but like it's a part. Who cares?
Oh, dude, I love it. It's like we got so many talented homies that we like collab with on art all the time. So it's like,
yeah, man,
art's a big part of it for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because like you guys even friggin' had that like those banners and shit, like those crazy sick banners that look like they were just like bed sheets or something, but like with crazy fucking writing on them and shit like that, just gnarly as fuck. Like, and like, yo, like, I don't know, I like that street style and like, you guys bring that all to like everything you do. But then, what was I gonna say? I was gonna ask you about that show. Yeah. You invited me to that show. I never ended up going, and I regret it. But I was so fucking exhausted from like a bunch of other shit, and it was the one at the outdoor show.
Yeah.
Tell me about that show if you can. Like was that intense? Like I've never heard of that venue being played before.
It's not a venue. It's just like we just played under like the Bloor Bridge. We just like brought a generator and stuff and just played,
live. Yo, I thought they set up some outlets or something that people could use to play out there, but you guys brought the generator. Fucking Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, Milspec played that show. I covered them in 20 Scene and stuff like that. That must have been fucking rad.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, man. So yeah, okay. What about homieshitmag? So much like sick items on there, worthwhile, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like you guys made a sick little magazine there, and like, what's your part in that operation, if you don't mind me asking?
Like Noah actually kind of spearheads homieshitmag. He's like the one kind of like Noah is the CEO of homieshitmag officially, I'd say.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, we definitely like started it up together, and he's definitely kind of like taking the wheel on it. But yeah, a lot of like we basically kind of like run it together in terms of like I don't know what we put out, and like Noah makes all the cassettes and stuff, and I print all the merch, and then yeah, and we just kind of collaborate on it like that. It's yeah, just kind of we're just making tapes and shirts and just kind of putting out like projects around the city that we like.
Awesome. Like,
Yeah.
so are you open to like people's projects and stuff like that, or is it just like something you guys do for? I guess it's probably just for the homies, right? You know, I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean, like, everyone's a potential homie, you know?
True
That's
that,
the thing.
true
So
that.
it's like, it's nothing exclusive or anything like that. Like, yeah, I don't know, I think the whole thing behind homie shit was, like, being a very inclusive type thing, doing shows for everyone and, like, yeah, trying to just, like, bring everybody together,
Right, right, yeah. No, you guys do a good job of that. You all, you know what I'm saying? And like,
Hmm.
I'm gonna bring down the hammer here, man. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna ask you about what influences you have. Feel free to make any shout outs to all the whatever bands you play with, whatever like any
Influences.
influences and like
Yeah.
counterparts.
Okay, yeah, honestly, influences, definitely, yeah. All the friends and family, for sure. My parents, obviously.
Oh, yeah. That's a
Of
good
course.
one.
Yeah. Norm, he runs, like, Platinum Playhouse, and he just, like, yeah, he's been grinding that shit out so hard and just, like, putting on for, like, so many other, like, artists and stuff, and, like, for like, WFH, like, all the homies, like, skating and stuff around here, and, like,
Sick.
The Fact, Jamie Fastlane, my G, Davies, he's just like the king. Fucking, he does like he's just been getting into like 3D rendering and stuff. He's working on like digital like art shows with some people in like Paris and stuff like that. Danielle's like managing a store on Queen. Noah, running homie shit, doing the shit, working the bar. Everyone's just grinding so hard and just like,
Sick.
everyone around me is just like my biggest motivation to just, I don't know, keep doing the stuff that I'm doing, keep working hard.
Right on, right on. But
Yeah.
like, what are like some of your favorite bands though, like local and otherwise? Like, are there like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody could follow in the footsteps of Tomasi here, you know what I'm saying? What would they be listening to?
I mean, it's funny. I mean, like, right now I'm kind of like on the, I don't know, like, what kind of influence? I don't know. I hate talking about this kind of stuff.
I'm not gonna put you on the
Yeah,
spot. If you don't want
no,
to,
it's cool. It's cool. I don't know. I mean, like, I think like the Baltimore crew of bands that kind of was like big when I was a kid is like a big influence on like a lot of our like sound and stuff. Trapped Under Ice, Turnstile, obviously, everyone loves, and like some Biohazard, some I don't know, some early Hate Breed, even a little bit in our influences for Condition of Chaos. Yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of all over the place with music right now. I've kind of been in my world of working on this other solo project of mine. So
yeah. Yeah, like, why don't you tell us about that a little bit, that solo project?
There's not really too much to talk about right now with it.
Okay, yeah, if you...
I put out a few singles. I'm working on a mixtape. Been working with like a bunch of people. I'm putting a band together for that as well.
Well, is it same stuff, same like genre?
No, this is kind of like more of like a alt rock shoegaze type project.
Sick, yeah. I really dig that people are doing that right now. Because
Mhm.
shoegaze was like always like I fucking dug that shit so hard, and like yeah, it's a hard genre of music to do too. So I'm not surprised you're delving into that. Yeah, dude, like
Mhm.
you're epically fucking talented when it comes to this music shit. Like I'm not just saying that. And like yeah, like but are you into like zines like my obviously there was the zine I showed you 20 scene.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like, are you into like? My question here, I guess, is like, what's your favorite magazine right now? If you aren't into zines, you know what I'm saying. If you are into zines, list some of your favorite zines.
I'd say Lily Pad is definitely my fave mag right now.
Lily Pad.
They just dropped their second issue.
Oh shit! And what kind of magazine is that?
They're just like highlighting a bunch of like really cool artists and like their friends, just like all around the world. Honestly, it's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Like, for sure. But
yeah, and there's also like a zine, Skatanic Disciples. They did a cool zine. They actually did a little interview with Lee as well. I know you did.
Sick.
Lee, yeah.
Oh fuck! I gotta check that shit out. Oh man, thank you for bringing that up. And
of course.
Yeah, like me as far as like if I'm gonna shout out some, I would say like Lifetime Collective had a sick run of like 5 zines. They have like let me grab my Lifetime Collective. I'll show it to you. It's like they were giving these things away. They were giving these things away for free, and like they're so fucking gnarly. Like look at that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like Free Thinkers is what they called it. This was like the 6th issue or some shit like that. Has Henry Rollins on it. It talks about like Run DMC and has like all sorts of cool art and shit. And, like, yeah, that's like one of my favorite zines that I've ever come across. But it's kind of like a relic, so like I have to like, you know, be delicate with it. And that's like a lot of my zines. I had this Japanese zine that just like fucking fell apart. I was like reading it the other day and it was just like I was like, oh, wonderful. I mean, I can still look at the pages individually and shit, but it's like, oh man. And it was one of my favorites too.
Damn.
Yeah, like, and shout outs to Pizza Punks. If you don't know about them, they do crazy comic zines. That was a big influence for me at the start. But yeah, man. Like I guess, well, this next one is going to be for 20 Scene Tube, okay? So, like, yeah, like, because on 20 Scene Tube, the web series that I was talking about earlier, that has the where we do a sit-down special and talk about shows and stuff like that, we talk about an individual show, sometimes 2 each episode. And, yeah, so I guess to start, February 14th, 2020, you packed the fuck out of Duffy's Tavern, a Duffy Slam Night, as you called it. You know what I'm saying? That show was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you tell me about the road leading up to that show? Because I heard you guys play, like, house shows and random dingy basements, other fucking punk-ass spots and shit like that, like you mentioned before, under the bridge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like, tell me about the road to that show. Tell me about that show. I'm going to pick your brain on that a little bit.
So I was actually talking with Matt from Pummel for, like, a long time. Like, we've been talking for years just about, like, trying to do some shows together. So that was, like, the first of 3 shows. We just did, like, a little run with Pummel that weekend.
Yeah, that was Pummel, No Cost, and Friction was that show.
Yeah, yes. And Piper Maru.
And oh yes, Piper Maru. I didn't catch Piper Maru because I showed up fucking late, like I do sometimes. I really regret that. I love Piper Maru. I got them in one volume of 20 Scene. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it was. We had just finished like the No Cost demo, so that was like the first No Cost show, and yeah, we just booked Duffy's. We booked it thinking that it was all ages, so we just let everybody in, and then there was like a point where the sound guy was like, yo, there's like a bunch of like underage people here, and then the girl I had running the doors was like, yo, you gotta like come talk to like the bar people, and like because I've been to shows there before that were all ages, so I just assumed, but there was no mention of it being 19 plus or anything, so I was kind of like, okay, no one told. I'm not trying to like fuck over the bar or anything like that. It was, you know, so it was like, and it was like, I think it was like someone was like at the bar asking for a glass of water, and they looked very young, so they ID'd or asked them to see their ID just because they were in the bar, I guess, and that's kind of. Like, that's how they started finding out. But other than that, you know, it was really cool. But, yeah, so that was yeah, no cost first show. So it was like I think it was Gabby's first show. So like a bunch of her like homies came out, and yeah, it was really cool to see that kind of happen.
But you guys did sort of have like a little bit either no cost or friction or you know what I'm saying, like had a little bit of a like backyard sort of like, you know what I'm saying, like basement feel like to your shows before like, isn't that, am I correct, like were you guys sort of just like playing anywhere you could sort of play for a period of time there?
Yeah, that was so that was the first no cost show ever, and then Friction. I think that was the third or fourth Friction show or something like that. Third show, I think, because the first show, no, that was the fourth show. First show we played was with Enforced and High Command and the Fact.
Oh, that's so sick.
Yeah,
Yo.
and then we played with like Antagonize and C4 and Vantage Point in a basement. There was a basement venue. It was called Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really cool show too.
Yo, I love
And then
that's fucking
yeah,
rad. That's and like, yo,
that was a cool spot.
yeah, that's the kind of stuff I want to expose. You know, your hard work, your fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, get in there. Like, and I'm telling you, that show was fucking crazy. That show was,
Yeah, it was a
like,
really fun night.
the energy, everybody was just positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember sitting down up against the wall, like sitting down on the ground, and this one dude with like gnarly dreads all the way down to his, like, you know, ankles or something, just slips me the low five. I'm like, oh shit. It's like random shit like that made it so fucking cool. And then when people had to get kicked out because of the fucking
Yeah, you
restriction and
remember
shit,
that?
was
Yeah,
like, that was, everything was just bonkers at that point.
yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, man. But yeah, it was packed. Good show. And yeah, so like, Matt, you like put in some work with no cost. Shout outs to everybody in that band. I mean, so I guess like my question to you now is, like, you know, what is sort of like, can you sort of delve into like the differences between the three bands, like No Cost, Real World, and like Friction, just like if they're, because there obviously there's people differences and stuff like that, but like there's got to be some stylistic sort of like stuff that's different. I think isn't No Cost like anti what is that thing where people are obsessed with money and shit? Fucking fuck. Not consumerism, but it's like anti fuck, I'm blanking here, but like, you get what I'm saying when you're like, because I saw on the tape, on the No Cost tape, I can even fucking probably grab it right now and like show you, it has like a little dollar sign and like a no smoking sign over it, and it's like anti, like, capitalism.
With no cost,
capitalism.
Man.
Yeah, like, is it anti-capitalist hardcore? Like, what are the differences between the two bands? Like, give me some of the juicy bits.
I'd say Gabby is definitely kind of like her influences drive No Cost kind of thing. So it's and I also kind of joined No Cost when there were already a couple songs put together. So I was kind of into it in the writing part a little later, a little bit, and then but yeah, that's like a fully that's all Gabby, like she
brings that flavor.
She makes that band like as cool as it is, for sure.
Yeah, she's awesome, like vocally and stuff too.
Yeah, she's in Montreal now though, so we're kind of just like on a pause, not really doing anything right now. We've been talking every now and then, you know, talk about doing things eventually at some point. But yeah.
And so then, like, what is it just that, you know, these are just, you know, hardcore bands, and like, you know, like that's it, like you guys don't really like differentiate, like is Real World like more melodic than No Cost?
Real World. So yeah, No Cause is definitely like the more like punk of the three, I'd say, and then yeah, Friction is, I don't know. We're kind of like, I don't know, almost in more of like a metalcore direction almost on this record with all the breakdowns, and then Real World's like full on like metalcore, kind of like beat down almost, kind of, I don't know, Sepultura Lovers type vibe.
Yeah, sick. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Like that's because I want to tantalize the audience a little bit.
We do. There is definitely a lot of crossover between all three bands, I'd say, though. There's like it's not like they're clear cut, like complete different bands. I mean, they are, but there's definitely like, I don't know, there's member crossover, so definitely we have influence that crosses over between, I guess, a little bit.
I think you do a good job though, like at least from my like hearing No Cost and Friction, like there's a difference in sound and stuff, and I just appreciate all that you guys do. You know what I'm saying? Like No Cost, Friction, Real World, you know, homieshitmag, all that stuff like is just, you know, shows that you all really care about music and stuff like that, and like, you know, I know that, you know, I try to do my best like with what I do with 20 Scene, and I respect you guys, and that's why I ask this sometimes to people, like, tell your boy Peanut Butter over here the gritty truth of what you think, you know, needs work in the world of QKP. You know, to your experience, I'm not sure how much you've delved into what we do. You must have done a little bit of research, but you know, we're always a work in progress over here. Love to hear anything that you think is like, you know, good direction.
Man, I just say take me out for dinner next time.
Oh, yes, awesome.
Grab a drink or something, you know.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get you on that one. Watch, I'm gonna.
Yeah, dude, I'm waiting for your call for sure.
All right, right.
We're going.
Yeah, so like, I guess that's it. We've reached the end of the interview. You know, it's been a good time. We chatted a little bit about, you know, art, music, and just like everything in between.
Yeah.
You know, like, I just want to thank you for showing up here, you know what I'm saying, online, and yeah, dude, like, this is the way. This is the way. We
so
20,
awesome.
20 Scene, Friction, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? All that goodness, you know, like, we're gonna keep on going on this end, and
yes.
I hope you guys do too, and see a lot more of homieshitmag and Friction and stuff like that, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, ciao, everybody.
Bye.